But the outward man is perishing. You cannot prevent this, no matter how much exercise, no matter how much Viagra, no matter how much anything. You can't. The outward man is perishing. That's reality in all its ugliness. I mean, my question is this: what's wrong with slowing down at age 60? What's wrong? What's wrong with maybe getting a glass of ice cold tea with some lemon in it, sitting on your front porch and looking at what you've accomplished, what you've achieved, and just slow down? What's wrong with slowing down? I can't do the things, you can't do the things at age 60 that you could as a teenager. But what's wrong with slowing down? The Sabbath is a commanded day of rest. What's wrong with slowing down? To look at the fruit of your labor, to look at what God has created. I think that's what God did when he kept the Sabbath day. When he commanded the Sabbath day, excuse me. He rested. I think he looked at all the things that he had done and accomplished. Okay, what's wrong with slowing down? Listen, I thank God that I don't have the same lustful desires that I had as a teenager. It's a good thing. The last thing we need, our society needs, is a bunch of horny 60-year-old men running around. That's the last thing we need. We don't need that as a society. And yet these advertisements and drugs, and they're convincing you that you're supposed to be behaving like a teenager. Why would you want to go back to being a fool? Tell me. Now, we need to be concerned about the inward man and building godly character. Think about it. What is the hallmark sin of America? It is adultery. Let's take a look at this verse in Jeremiah 5 and verse 7. How shall I pardon thee for this? Thy children have forsaken me. And when I read this, I'm reading about America. If the shoe fits, wear it, okay? How shall I pardon thee for this? Your children have forsaken me and have sworn by them that are no gods. When I fed them to the full. Yes, I provided everything for this nation. I provided all the material blessings you can imagine. And I fed them to the full. Then they committed adultery and assembled themselves by troops in the harlots' houses. They were as fed horses in the morning. Everyone neighed at his neighbor's wife. Shall I not visit for these things, says the Lord, and shall not my soul be avenged on such a nation as this? We are a nation like this. Yes. Now my question is this: how serious is God about sexual sins? Now I know as a nation we're not serious about it. We laugh about it. We write songs about it. We country western songs, it's about the one night stand, the one night affair. And not just country western, but a lot of music out there, our entertainment. We think it's funny when a man is unfaithful or when a woman is unfaithful. We think it's funny. There's a double standard, with men and women here. The man that goes out and screws 1,000 different women, we sort of, yeah, that's cool, that's macho. A woman that does it, well, she's referred to as a whore. No, I'm talking about men whores here and how to avoid men whores. We build our entertainment around sexual sins. Yeah. So how serious is God about sexual sin? Well, he destroyed a whole city that was engaged in the act of sodomy. That's pretty serious when you destroy a whole town because of their sexual perversion.
Check us out on the web at isthatreallyinthebible.com.